Hey there, fam. This message that I have for you, I'm going to start out with a verse in in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 2. And the verse says, if I speak in the language of men and angels, but have not love, I am a clanging cymbal or a sounding gong. And that is to say that it's just noise. You can speak all the rebukes in the world, but if it does not come from a standpoint of love, then it is just noise. So I want you to know that what I'm about to say, I am not saying it out of fear or hatred or disgust, but I am literally saying this out of love because I am shook on your behalf. God warned me before I began this, starting with Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18 through 21, which basically states to me that if God says something to warn the wicked and they continue to sin and I don't say anything and they die in their sin, their blood is on my head. But if I warn them and they don't turn from their sin and they still die in their sin, then it will be on their head and my soul will be saved. And that if I do not say this, and the righteous who turns from the righteous way sins and dies in their iniquity, then their blood will be on my head as well. But if I say this and the righteous correct themselves and do not die in their sin, that both my soul and theirs will be saved. He also gave me Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16 and 17, and I will read those for you. Moreover, he said to me, Son of man, behold, I will break the supply of bread in Jerusalem. They shall eat bread by weight and with anxiety, and they shall drink water by measure and in dismay. I will do this that they may lack bread and water, and look to one another in dismay, and rot away because of their punishment. There is a famine that is coming, that is the likes of which this country and the world has not known. And everyone who is not marked by God, who has not repented of their sin and turned to God, will suffer. And again, he gave me Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 19. They cast their silver into the streets, and their gold is like an unclean thing. Their silver and gold are not able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They cannot satisfy their hunger or fill their stomachs with it, for it was the stumbling block of their iniquity. There are those who are at the top right now, who are getting ready to be shook right out of whatever it is that they have. For it says in Proverbs that the wicked store up treasure for the righteous. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. It is a sin to have sex outside of marriage. It is a sin to have sex or to lust after the same sex. It is a sin to deny the beauty of who God made you to be. It is a sin to treat others like they are garbage and less than you. It is a sin to withhold good things from those who are in need. It is a sin to fatten your own belly while there are other bellies that are wasting away. It is a sin to treat another person like they don't deserve something for any reason. We are not the judgment. God is. And God is right fed up with the sinning. He called us to come to you in love, and you rejected the love. He called to you, and he called us to call to you in fear and trembling, and you mocked us. He told us to warn you, and you ignored it. This is your last and final call. And I am not the only one saying this. This is before you. Turn, repent, stop doing these things. Love the Lord your God. Repent to him. And love your neighbor as yourself. Those are the two greatest commandments, as Jesus told them. You only have this one opportunity, and after this the door will be shut. I keep hearing about how doors are opening, and I believe there are a lot of false prophets preaching prosperity out there to the wicked, and the wicked are lapping it up. Now, I'm not saying that there are not true prophets out there speaking to those of us who know. But if you have not repented of your sin and you're listening to a prosperity preacher and taking it to heart over the one that comes to you saying you need to repent, if you're not taking that to heart and going to God and saying, what do you need me to repent for? Whatever it is, I will. If you do not, then he won't save you from what's coming. And what's coming will be the consequences of your sin. He wants you to know that. His heart hurts. He's crying out to you, begging you to stop. And you laugh as you turn that knife in his back. And all he wants is to embrace you and do good for you. And you scoff in his face and call him a liar and call him evil and wicked. This is a grotesque thing that you have done. And the shaking has already begun. If you don't believe me, just look around. You don't have much time left. Repent. I'm praying for you.